And Deanna, the thousands of supporters who were here in Fiserv Forum were more than happy to be in the spotlight again here in Battleground, Wisconsin, as the Harris campaign pulled off an unprecedented evening, filling two arenas 90 miles apart in different states at the same time. There were several big moments of the night, culminating with the ceremonial roll call. That's where each state and each territory pledged their delegates to Kamala Harris for president. And it all ended with the state of California. Then seconds later here at Fiserv Forum, the feed cut suddenly, and that's when Vice President Harris and Tim Walz walked out onto the runway and stage to a roaring applause.
I am thrilled to reaffirm Kamala Harris as the Democratic nominee for President of the United States.
Good evening, Milwaukee. Delegates at the Democratic National Convention, well, they just completed their roll call. And they have nominated Coach Walz and me to be the next Vice President and President of the United States of America.
The campaign said that Vice President Harris spoke for about 20 minutes, save for a moment where she paused because someone had a medical emergency in the audience. Her address, though, unscripted, no podium, no teleprompter, a counter to some of the criticism she has received from the Republican Party. But there was one word that was circulating here at Fiserv Forum, and it was on the sign of every person in the crowd, and that's the word freedom. One of the freedoms the Vice President spoke about, the freedom to choose, slamming the former president for a recent interview, saying he had no regrets about being the driving force to overturn Roe v. Wade.
So no regrets?
No regrets, no, I wouldn't have regrets. Again, I did something that was, most people felt undoable.
And just yesterday, when he was asked if he has any regrets about ending Roe v. Wade, Donald Trump, without even a moment's hesitation, you would think he would reflect on it for a second, said no regrets. And that's because I do believe, bad behavior should result in a consequence. Well, we will make sure he does face a consequence, and that'll be at the ballot box in November.
Democrats doubling down on making reproductive rights a critical issue in this campaign here, especially as they say it will be one of the issues that they will use to continue the momentum they say they are having in this campaign here in this battleground state of Wisconsin. Deanna.
And Derek Rose reporting live for us there in Milwaukee outside of Fiserv Forum. Let's go ahead and send it out to 12 News' Erica Finke, who's joining us live near the arena as well. Erica, people waited hours to get inside that event today.
Right, and Deanna, right now, Deer District is empty, but we spoke with people as they were leaving that rally, and here's what they had to say.
It was awesome. The energy, everything. It was so great to see. It made us super excited come November.
It was a great experience. The energy in the room was live. It was amazing. I enjoyed it. I got a lot of information too, because at first I didn't know what candidate to choose from, but actually I know exactly who got my vote.
Oh my God, her messages are fantastic. She has a great vision for the future. Her policies are terrific. She states them very clearly. She's going to bring dignity to the White House. We are very excited about her.
Some supporters were here as early as 6 in the morning to get a seat. The line wrapped around the Deer District to the bars across from Fiserv Forum and on to Highland Avenue. Now back out here live, there was supposed to be a Chicago DNC watch party here on this big monitor behind me, but they shut it off before former President Barack Obama could speak after that rally. But instead, a lot of those supporters did come out here to the Deer District bars to have a drink and to watch the rest of the convention tonight. Deanna.
Erica Finke live in Milwaukee's Deer District for us tonight. Let's bring it back here to Chicago, inside of the United Center, sending it out to 12 News political director Matt Smith on the convention floor. Matt, convention attendees watched Harris speak on a big screen tonight.
They sure did, Deanna, and it was no coincidence. A top Harris campaign official telling me tonight that they wanted that campaign, they wanted Vice President Harris inside Fiserv Forum to accept the nomination. The same spot just weeks ago, former President Donald Trump accepted the Republican nomination, both in Milwaukee, both underscoring the critical nature of Wisconsin. As Wisconsin's delegation remained here in Chicago, a message just moments ago from former President Barack Obama urging these Democrats to mobilize, to get out, underscoring the critical nature of this race and how close it will be in key battleground states. Our new reaction tonight from our delegation just moments after that ceremonial roll call. The importance of that moment and the importance that the Vice President is in Milwaukee as we sit here at this moment.
Absolutely. What a night. We've got it going down here in Chicago for Kamala Harris. Doing it, she's up in Milwaukee with Tim Walz, doing it, making sure that the people of Wisconsin understand how important this race is.
We've waited so long for this, and it's so exciting to see my home city out there supporting her.
This is your home county. What was it like to be in here to see that moment?
It was just a very overwhelming moment, very historical moment as a woman of color to see Kamala Harris be nominated to be the first woman president of the United States. It's a dream come true.
So tonight, as we sit here, Day 2 of the Democratic National Convention coming to an end, a dead heat in Wisconsin, as both today a major presence from the Harris and Trump campaigns in battleground Wisconsin. Deanna.
Matt Smith reporting live for us there on the convention floor. And as I take a peek behind me, Matt, it's kind of emptying out as night 2 here of the DNC is wrapping up. I want to bring you up to speed with what's happened here outside of the United Center. We've been monitoring a situation to see how the protests are unfolding outside. We were watching as tense moments happened outside the Israeli consulate in Chicago. Now, this is where a group of pro-Palestinian protesters clashed with Chicago police today in downtown Chicago during what started as a rally outside the Israeli consulate. Our ABC station in Chicago reports protesters were also hitting police with wooden placards, and officers made several arrests. In Milwaukee, a group carried signs that said "Free Palestine" and "End all U.S. aid to Israel." You see that image there on your screen right now. They gathered on Veller Phillips just outside of Fiserv Forum, where Vice President Kamala Harris spoke tonight.